Tips for Applying for International Work, a half-hour edition by Brian Runyon. In this week's edition of Half Hour, I'll be discussing formatting tips to include in your resume when applying for international work. These can also be included in your resumes for domestic work. It'll only add clarity. Pursuing international work experiences might be one of your career goals. It was mine, and I continue to pursue international opportunities that will nurture my growth as a leader. A well-crafted resume is one of the most crucial tools for securing these opportunities. Crafting a resume tailored to the requirements and expectations of international employers is a strategic process that involves, while minor, important key considerations. Here are some tips to improve your resume for an international application. Incorporating your country code. In the era of digital communication, including your country code with your phone number is an important detail when applying for international roles. This simple addition not only communicates where you're from, but it also demonstrates your awareness of the need for effective global correspondence. By placing your country code, you eliminate any confusion or potential communication barriers, making it easier for prospective employers to reach out. This small gesture reflects your preparedness and adaptability. I also list whether that number can be reached on WhatsApp or my cellular number. They can be different for some people who use different numbers for different settings. Avoid assumptions. When crafting a resume for international work, it's essential to remember that your potential employers might not be familiar with the companies or organizations you've previously worked for. So it is necessary to provide detailed information about your previous employers, such as their industry, size, and location. This enables recruiters and hiring managers to contextualize your experience and better evaluate your qualifications. By eliminating assumptions and providing comprehensive background information, you bridge the gap between your work history and the expectations of your international audience. Spell out the details. Abbreviations can be convenient and space-saving, which can be great for keeping it to one page, but they might not always translate well across borders, cultures, and languages. When presenting your academic degrees, certifications, job titles, and other relevant information, opt in for spelling out the details rather than relying on abbreviations. This approach ensures clarity and minimizes the risk for confusion. For instance, if you hold a Master of Business Administration (MBA) degree, explicitly write it out to avoid ambiguity. This level of specificity underscores your commitment to effective communication and enhances your resume's accessibility to a global audience. While there is a culture for keeping your resume to one page in America, internationally more than one page is acceptable as long as the experience is pertinent to the job you're applying for. Formatting consistency. The formatting of your resume plays a significant role in making a positive impression on international employers. While different countries may have varying resume conventions, it's generally advisable to align your formatting with the norms of the country you're applying to. For example, if you're targeting job opportunities in a country where CVs are typically longer and more comprehensive, ensure your document reflects a similar level of detail. Conversely, if the country's resume preferences lean towards being concise in your resume, prioritize that when formatting your resume. Crafting your resume for international work requires a strategic approach that accounts for the nuances of cross-cultural communication and employers' expectations. By adding and adjusting your resume with these minor details, you position yourself as a thoughtful and adaptable candidate on the international stage, and it can be the key that unlocks doors to exciting career prospects and enriching experiences. You've been listening to Tips for Applying for International Work, a half-hour edition by Brian Runyon. Thanks for listening.